All we're trying to do is just tune in, notice what we're feeling, what we're experiencing, or maybe what we're not experiencing. There may be areas of the body where you don't feel any sensations at all, and just be aware of that. Yeah? So if you'd just like to make sure that you're sitting comfortably, so I'd suggest you sit a little bit forward in your seat if that's comfortable, but if you need the support at the back, then just lean back. And I'd also suggest that you have your feet flat either on the ground or flat on the cushion, and your hands either resting on your knees or your thighs, or if you want to just put them in the lap, that's also possible. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes, but it's fine to keep your eyes open if you prefer. So just allowing yourself to settle, noticing the particular position you're sitting in, your posture right now. So we're all sitting on chairs. Can you feel the contact, your buttocks with the chair? And can you also feel the sensations in your feet through the contact with the floor or the cushion? So just taking a moment to allow yourself to have a broad awareness of your body. So the length of the body from the head all the way down to the feet and the toes. And a sense of the shape of your body. And maybe also a sense of the weight of the body. And the sense of that weight flowing down, so the weight from the head and the upper torso, pelvis and the buttocks just flowing down into the chair, and the weight from the legs flowing down the thighs, through the knees, the lower leg and the calves, the ankles and the feet. And seeing if you can really notice the sensations of that contact, soles of your feet with the floor or the cushion. And noticing, can you feel the feet? Are there any sensations in your feet right now? Can you feel which parts of your feet are touching the floor or the cushion, which parts aren't? Being aware of the heel, the arch of the foot, the ball of the foot, toe joints, the pads of the toes. And if you can't feel the toes, you could just gently bend or wiggle the toes. Notice if then you have more awareness of them. And we can experience sensation as warmth or coolness, aches and pains. Maybe the foot feels quite tired and dull, or maybe it feels energetic, sense of vitality. Noticing if there's any tightness or tension in the foot, or if it feels more soft and relaxed. So noticing each foot, and maybe one foot feels different to the other. And then just allowing your awareness to flow up to include the ankles and the lower leg. Noticing any tension in the calves. Being aware of the knees, perhaps the kneecap. And noticing at the back of the knee. Perhaps it's a little bit more sensitive. What can you feel there? Being aware of the thighs. And if your hands are resting on your thighs, what does that feel like? being aware of the hips and the buttocks and the pelvis. And you might just want to gently rock forward and back and see if you can feel the two bony points at the bottom of the pelvis, the sitting bones. If you can be balanced on those sitting bones and allow the weight of the upper body just to flow down through the pelvis, through the sitting bones, into the chair and the floor below. And then bringing awareness to the upper body, around the back and the lower back. Can you feel anything there? Gradually allowing your awareness to move up to the middle of the back, the upper back, taking in the shoulders, shoulder blades dropping down to the upper back. And if there is any tightness or tension in the back, maybe just noticing it. You could imagine breathing in and noticing if there's a sense of release as you breathe out. Maybe a sense of lengthening and broadening in the back and the shoulders. Taking in the top of the shoulders, the arms dropping down from the shoulders. The upper arm and the elbows, forearms, the ankles and the hand, the wrists and the hands. And if your hands are resting on your thighs or your knees, really feeling that contact, the palm of your hand on the leg. If your hands are touching each other, what does that feel like? And again, notice any tension in the hands, any aches and pains, warmth or coolness. And gradually allowing your awareness to go back up the arms and the shoulders, towards the neck and the head. So often there can be a lot of tension in the neck. Works hard holding up our head, our heavy head. So if you're aware of some tension there, again, just imagine softening, releasing, letting go there. Or if there's tension in the throat, again imagining softening, opening, releasing. And being aware of the head, and particularly the skull and that point where the top of the spine meets the base of the skull. And then just allow your awareness to include the back of the head, top of the head, sides of the head and the ears. And then having awareness of your face. So does your face feel tight? The tension across the forehead, around the jaw. Just noticing how you're experiencing your face right now, and then just paying attention to different areas. So you could imagine stroking away any tension around the forehead, softening around the temples and around the eyes. Noticing the cheeks and the cheekbones. And having awareness of the nose and the nostrils. And then just paying attention to your breath. Feeling the sensation of air entering and leaving the nostrils as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Perhaps you can even feel subtle sensation of air travelling above the upper lip as you breathe in, as you breathe out. Being aware of the jaw, so the upper jaw and the lower jaw, the lips and the chin. Noticing if your mouth is closed or open, and then maybe just seeing if you can get a picture of sensation inside the mouth. So does the mouth feel moist or dry? Can you taste anything? Where's the tongue resting? What's it touching? What does that feel like? Can you feel the teeth? The hardness of the teeth in contrast to the softness of the tongue. And again, just noticing if you're breathing in, breathing out through the mouth, or just through the nose. And as you pay attention to the breath, just noticing where you feel the breath in the body, particular movements, sensations as you breathe. Perhaps the chest rising and falling, belly moving in and out, gentle expansion, contraction around the rib cage. We'll just spend a minute just sitting, being aware of our breathing body and sensations and movements in the body as we breathe in, as we breathe out. And then broadening our awareness once more to include the whole body. Gradually bringing awareness to sounds. And just preparing to end this meditation. So when I ring the bell, just taking your time. But when you feel ready, opening your eyes, coming back to the room. So then we were just paying attention to the body and its sensations. And hopefully you did have a little bit of that experience that as you did that, your mind got a little less busy. Yeah. So any time that we focus on our sensory experience, that can happen.